So back in 2001, I think it was, I made this little CD, which is a live version of Windows 95 that runs off the CD. It does a bunch of extracting and uses the RAM that's in the computer to load up Windows 95 completely in the RAM, and then you can spit the CD out and you've got a functional version of Windows 95. I used to use this as a prank because people were using Windows 98 at the time, Windows 2000. So, and it was extremely quick. So, I'm going to test it on this laptop, which should be able to do it. It should be have no problem loading it. It probably won't work on a new computer. I think one of the requirements at the time was the computer needed to have at least 32 megabytes of RAM free to be able to load this into the memory. But I think 64 megabytes of RAM was probably where it worked the best. But this laptop, which I previously have featured, which is my old laptop from, I think it's from 2004. It works really well still. I'm going to boot the CD on this because it does have an optical drive. Okay, just going to spit the CD out. But when I built this, I had to modify the registry, and everything to load off the RAM because it doesn't work like this just regularly installed. And also put Netscape on there. So I think the reason I put Netscape on there is because we were using modems at the time, and you could use a dial-up modem to connect to the internet just from a serial port. So you could also surf the internet. So also could have been used for nefarious things back in the day, actually. So there wasn't many live CDs at the time. So this is how it works. Boots off the little CD. And I think at this point, if I hit escape and get rid of that Windows 95 screen, I'm pretty sure it does a bunch of things here. Yeah, that's right. I zipped up a bunch of things that get extracted at the time. It's getting loaded onto a W drive, which must be the RAM drive that I did. I did this a quarter of a century ago, and it's extremely fast too. And it was even on computers back in the day too. Trying to see. I don't know what the pitfalls of it was at the time. Did I put games on there? I did put games on there. So there you go. What did I put in here? Registered to X, yeah. Pentium, 700 megabytes of RAM in this thing, which must be 765, I think. But yeah, that's right. You could use a modem. I could use a modem with this and connect to the internet via Netscape. So I think Netscape loaded pretty quick too because it's all, there we go. But yeah, so I'm the only one who's got a copy of this. I did give a copy to my brother also. I made this when I lived in Australia. I was computer tech back in Australia as well back then. My brother had a copy and I had a copy. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. We pranked a lot of people with it. So yeah. Tell me what you think. Did you do something similar? Okay.